Chapter 2750, The Owner of the Heart of the Heavenly Tao, 5, Yi Qingtang nodded at Ah Yao's words. I see. I understand now. I originally thought that you and Sister Ah Yao would become like family to me. It seems that I was wrong. Ah Yao smiled. You are just one of my chess pieces. How can you become my family? You are just a vessel for my power. My tool. Do you understand? Clank. A cold glint flashed across Yi Qingtang's eyes. In a flash, she drew her destruction-level divine weapon. You shouldn't be wearing Sister Ah Yao's body. This is an insult to Sister Ah Yao. I didn't expect a chess piece to get angry, Ah Yao smiled. In the next second, Ah Yao disappeared from the spot and came to Yi Qingtang's side. The two of them faced each other. Swoosh! Yi Qingtang reacted quickly and slashed out with her destruction-level divine weapon. However, Yao instantly disappeared without a trace. Ha, your strength might be outstanding, but I am a candidate for the next Tian, as well as your main body. How can you hurt me in the slightest? Ah Yao smiled faintly. Please keep reading on MYB0's novel.com. She can't hurt you, what about me? A cold shout spread throughout the venue. The big yellow dog jumped out. Why are you here? Yi Qingtang was stunned as she stared at the big yellow dog. The big yellow dog shook its tail. Actually, it just came in to take a look. Who knew that it would encounter such a situation? It might as well take the initiative to step out. You are. Ah Yao appeared again and stared at the big yellow dog with a puzzled expression. I am one of the candidates for the next Tian. Have you never heard of misfortune? The big yellow dog stared at Ah Yao. It's you, the second Tian. Fear appeared in Ah Yao's eyes. However, it quickly returned to normal. No, you are no longer Tian. Also, I can tell that your strength is suppressed by the rules of the lower realm. Tian will never allow you to break the rules of the lower realm. The big yellow dog looked a little sheepish. With its current strength, it could not break the rules of the lower realm even if it wanted to. This woman had seen through it. Humph, what a joke. The yellow dog sneered. I still have something to do. We'll talk about it another day. With that, the big yellow dog wagged its tail and turned to leave. Yi Qingtang, although it was just a dog, it was still the second Tian. It was misfortune. Did it not care about its reputation? Aren't you coming along with me? The big yellow dog glanced at Yi Qingtang. Please keep reading on MYB0's novel.com. Neither of you can leave. Ah Yao appeared again and blocked Yi Qingtang's path. The big yellow dog wagged its tail. Oh no, she's not afraid of me. Yi Qingtang looked at Ah Yao. This woman's aura was too powerful and the power of the heavenly Tao she possessed was even more terrifying. She was no match for her. Since you are the same person, why can't you be a part of Yi Qingtang instead? An extremely familiar voice sounded out from the void. In the next second, the red glow on Ah Yao's body flickered incessantly and a thick karma aura surged endlessly. Ling Yan. Yi Qingtang was slightly taken aback when she saw the man walking towards her. Qingtang, long time no see. Ling Yan smiled at Yi Qingtang. Chapter 2751, The Owner of the Heart of the Heavenly Tao, 6. Before Yi Qingtang could speak, an unbelievable karma energy erupted from Ah Yao's body. Karma power, when, Yao sounded surprised. Yi Qingtang was also in disbelief. No matter how powerful Ling Yan was, it was impossible for him to get close to this woman, much less plant his karma energy in her. How did Ling Yan do it? Do you remember in that era, Ling Yan stared at Yi Qingtang and chuckled. Although I promised you not to kill Ah Yao, I didn't promise you not to plant karma energy in her. How did you know that she would use Sister Ah Yao's body? And you even planted your karma energy in advance? Yi Qingtang asked. Yao's body is more compatible with her soul. There's no need for her to use other people's bodies, Ling Yan explained. Yi Qingtang asked, so you've planned everything all along? So far, it seems like that. Ling Yan smiled. Damn it, who are you? Yao glared at Ling Yan and shouted sternly. Please keep reading on MYB Zero's novel, .com, Han Sangming. The smile on Ling Yan's face faded. Han Sangming, impossible. My divine power has always been spying on Han Sangming. How can you be Han Sangming? Upon hearing that, Ling Yan shook his head. Indeed. For this reason, I have made extensive plans to escape your prying eyes and control. You like to treat others as your chess pieces, so perhaps you should try being a chess piece yourself. I must kill you all. Yao roared. However, the heavenly Tao energy in her body quickly entered Yi Qingtang's body. Yao was shocked when she saw the energy that she was rapidly losing. You are the same person. As for who is the main body, it might be you or Miss Yi. I used the karma power to make Miss Yi the main body. As for you, you are naturally just a part of Yi Qingtang's body. Your heavenly Tao energy is also Miss Yes. Ling Yan's lips curled up slightly. Before Yi Qingtang could recover from her shock, Yao screamed and turned into endless divine power that was absorbed by Yi Qingtang. Damn those with the karma bloodline. I've already said that the karma bloodline and the heavenly demon devouring bloodline are the same. They shouldn't exist. The big yellow dog wagged its tail and looked at Ling Yan while gritting its teeth. Your grudge is with the karma bloodline clan in the upper realm, it has nothing to do with him. Yi Qingtang glanced at the yellow dog. You might say that, but I don't like people with the karma bloodline. The yellow dog snorted coldly. Yi Qingtang could not be bothered with the yellow dog. Having absorbed the endless divine power in her body, it instantly rose to an incomprehensible limit. The heavenly Tao power in the heart of the heavenly Tao now truly belonged to Yi Qingtang. At that moment, Yi Qingtang could even casually sense the power of the heavenly Tao hidden in the void. It seemed that the so-called power of the heavenly Tao was no longer unattainable but was within reach. Is this the level of Tian? Yi Qingtang's body emitted a faint silver light and her every move was like the might of heaven. That's nothing. You now have a vague understanding of what it will be like to be Tian. You haven't even reached the ultimate threshold. The heavenly Tao power you have now will at most give you the right to become a candidate for the position of Tian, the big yellow dog retorted. I see, please keep reading on MYB Zero's novel, .com. At this moment, Yi Qingtang finally understood how powerful Tian was. It was an undefiable existence. Chapter 2752, Tian, 1, Yi Qingtang's gaze landed on Ling Yan. You knew from the start. Ling Yan smiled. More or less, but I couldn't tell you. Otherwise, the consequences will be dire if things backfire. Yi Qingtang fell into deep thought. She never expected this was all because of her and would end because of her. Maybe it's all heaven's will. The big yellow dog glanced at Ling Yan. If this brat didn't have the karma bloodline, we wouldn't have been able to win. Yi Qingtang did not refute. It was indeed as the yellow dog said. If not for Ling Yan's karma bloodline. Win. Before Yi Qingtang could say anything, a bone-chilling chuckle echoed through the air. In the next second, Yi Qingtang saw an almost ethereal star spirit appear. You're finally here. Yi Qingtang stared at the star spirit with a cold glint in her eyes. Hee, young lady, you did not disappoint me after all. All of you did well. You did very well and helped me eliminate a major problem. The star spirit turned into an old man with white hair and beard. Please keep reading on MYB 0xN0VEL. C0M looking at the old man in front of her, Yi Qingtang said coldly, I understand now. The mysterious old man who spoke to my white tiger earlier on should be you, right? The old man smiled. It was indeed me. I've revealed enough information to make that white tiger wary of the guide in your heart. Of course, it was for your own good. Young lady, no, to be exact, you should be my younger sister. Unfortunately, you insisted on competing with me for the throne. Why didn't you respect your elder brother? Elder brother? Yi Qingtang stared at the old man and sneered. Are you worthy? Although you harbor hostility towards me, I have been protecting you since you were born. You are my hope and you have not disappointed me now. Come, dig out your heart for me. The old man stared at Yi Qingtang with excitement in his eyes. If you want my heavenly Tao energy, come and get it. Yi Qingtang hooked her index finger at the old man in provocation. Sigh, you really won't give up until the very end. Since you are so disobedient, I have no choice but to do this. As soon as the old man finished speaking, he turned into an afterimage and vanished on the spot. Swoosh! Yi Qingtang slashed forward expressionlessly. In an instant, the surroundings were covered by sword chi, causing the ground to collapse and everything to tremble. When Yi Qingtang slashed out, the will of the sword surged and could shatter even the heavens. This is a power that is close to Tian's, Yi Qingtang muttered after sensing the power of her attack. Ha 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 ha, very good, very good. You are indeed no disappointment. This power, as long as I can obtain it, I can become the next Tian. The old man appeared thousands of miles away. His expression became increasingly agitated when he saw the power of Yi Qingtang's attack. Swoosh! Please keep reading on MYB0XN0VEL. C0M in the blink of an eye, Yi Qingtang had traveled thousands of kilometers and appeared in front of the old man. Destroy! The old man smiled. Day turned into night and a terrifying aura engulfed the world. It was as if an apocalypse was about to happen. A pair of huge blood-colored eyes appeared in the void and shot out two pitch-black rays of destruction. This destructive force, Yi Qingtang frowned slightly. Even at her current level, she could still feel the immense threat. Chapter 2753, Tian, 2, Heaven's Will, Reincarnation. Yi Qingtang raised her right arm and grabbed at the air. Crash! Everything in Yi Qingtang's grasp shattered like glass and ceased to exist. To think that you were able to comprehend the power of the heavenly Tao within a short period of time after absorbing the main Buddha's power. Your potential is indeed stronger than my sister's, the old man said as he stared at Yi Qingtang. Back then, in the fourth domain, he had relied on sneak attacks to kill his sister. Unfortunately, although you've absorbed the power of the heavenly Tao from your original body, it will still take some time before you can completely digest it. Meanwhile, I will take away all your power, the old man said with a smile. You'll only know after you try. Yi Qingtang's lips curled into a sneer before she leaped into battle with the old man. From the fourth domain to the first domain, and then back to the fourth domain. Please keep reading on MYB0XN0VL, calm in the blink of an eye, more than half a month had passed. Yi Qingtang frowned deeply. She had to admit that the god of nature's abilities had exceeded her imagination. It's over. The god of nature's voice rang out from the void. Swoosh! Yi Qingtang raised her hand and slashed behind her. In the next second, the old man's head was chopped off by Yi Qingtang. However, not long after, a new head appeared on the old man's head. He was not injured at all. Imperishable and indestructible, Yi Qingtang looked at the god of nature thoughtfully. Ha ha, that's right. I already have an imperishable and indestructible body. Apart from my sister's burning heaven flames, there's no other existence in this world that can kill me. The god of nature laughed. Yi Qingtang was deep in thought. No wonder the god of nature was so afraid of his sister. It was because she had a way to kill him. Therefore, no matter how strong you are, you won't be able to kill me. Everything has already been decided. The old man smiled. Domain, Heavenly Tao Realm. At this moment, all the experts of the third domain were gathered outside the great immortal temple. The battle had lasted for more than half a month, shocking the world. Go and help Sister Yiyu. Please keep reading on MYB0XN0VL, Kong Feng Joyo said expressionlessly. However, they were stopped by the big yellow dog. This battle has nothing to do with you. Besides, if you go, you will only be a burden to that little girl. Although the big yellow dog's words were harsh, everyone knew it was the truth. This level of battle was already far beyond what they could participate in. Whether it was the residual power of Yi Qingtang's sword attack or the old man's divine power, it could easily wipe out their souls. This was no longer mortal, no, even immortals and gods could only watch from afar. This was a battle equivalent to the heavenly Tao. Look! Suddenly, an immortal emperor looked up in shock. At that moment, everyone saw a giant emerging from the clouds like a true god. The face of that creature was exactly the same as Yi Qingtang's. That little girl is really extraordinary. She actually transformed into the reincarnation of the heavenly Tao, if she is given more time. I believe she won't be inferior to Shi Tian. The big yellow dog seemed to be in deep thought. The giant god that Yi Qingtang had transformed into stretched out its palm from the clouds and pressed downwards. In an instant, the entire divine venerate domain seemed to be trembling violently. During the period when Yi Qingtang transformed into the giant god, the god of nature was smashed into meat paste hundreds of times. However, he recovered each time, imperishable and indestructible. Chapter 2754, Tian, 3, Finally, the giant god disappeared and Yi Qingtang returned to her original state. Given that she had just comprehended the heavenly Tao divine power and couldn't maintain it for long. Haha, that's right, unfortunately, you won't be able to maintain it for long. Even if you can maintain the heavenly Tao reincarnation state, you still won't be able to kill me. How can you hope to defeat me now in your original state? The god of nature smiled at Yi Qingtang. Yi Qingtang remained silent. Although your potential is great, the speed at which you absorb the heavenly Tao energy is just too slow, the god of nature continued. Cut the crap. I can't kill you but you can't do anything to me either, Yi Qingtang said. Is that so? The god of nature sneered. The divine power of the heavenly Tao is not unique to you. As he spoke, the world turned pitch black, as if everything had entered an abyss. The heavenly Tao is fixed. The god of nature looked at Yi Qingtang and smiled. During this period of time, everything in this world will be suspended except for me. My body can't move, Yi Qingtang frowned deeply. Of course, you have the same heavenly Tao energy as me. Therefore, you can still think and move your mouth, but that's all. As he spoke, the god of nature instantly appeared beside Yi Qingtang. Please keep reading on MYB0XN0VL, he placed his palm on Yi Qingtang's head. It's over. I will become the new Tian. I will absorb your power. At that, the god of nature activated his heavenly demon devouring bloodline to suck the heavenly Tao energy in Yi Qingtang's body. Ha 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 ha, as expected, the density of your heavenly Tao energy is exactly the same as my sister's. No, even better than my sister's. The god of nature sneered. However, the god of nature's smile did not last long. The god of nature looked puzzled. Strange, why is there so little heavenly Tao energy in your body? The god of nature realized that the heavenly Tao energy in Yi Qingtang's body was nearly empty when he started to absorb it. You want to know why? Yi Qingtang's lips curled up. As Yi Qingtang finished her sentence, the heavenly demon devouring bloodline nourished by the heavenly Tao energy locked onto the god of nature like a prehistoric magical beast. This The god of nature's expression changed when he sensed Yi Qingtang's heavenly demon devouring bloodline. You, also have the heavenly demon devouring bloodline? It's not just the heavenly demon devouring bloodline. Yi Qingtang stared at the god of nature. Didn't you ask me where my heavenly Tao energy went? I used it all to nourish the heavenly demon devouring bloodline. You should know what will happen if such a huge amount of heavenly Tao energy is used to cultivate this bloodline, something that surpasses the god-level heavenly demon devouring. Heavenly Tao devouring bloodline. At that moment, disbelief surfaced in the god of nature's eyes. You're crazy. In this case, your heavenly Tao power will disappear. It will only be used to cultivate the bloodline. Why would it disappear? It can just devour you, right? Yi Qingtang smiled. You have a death wish. The god of nature roared in anger and tried to escape. However, Yi Qingtang's heavenly Tao devouring bloodline seemed to have an endless suction force that made the god of nature unable to move. Please keep reading on MYB0XN0VL. At that moment, the god of nature could even sense the universe inside him. Chapter 2755, No, Impossible. How did you know that I would use the power of the heavenly demon bloodline to absorb your heavenly Tao energy? The god of nature said in disbelief. Yes, I have to thank the fourth domain legacy realm, Yi Qingtang said calmly. I once witnessed you using the god-grade heavenly demon devouring bloodline to attack your own sister. In the distant era, you saw me attack. What nonsense are you spouting? The god of nature was furious. It's not important, Yi Qingtang said expressionlessly. Yi Qingtang knew from the yellow dog that there were only two ways to obtain the power of the heavenly Tao. One was to cultivate and the other was to snatch it. And the only way to snatch the heavenly Tao energy was to use the heavenly demon devouring bloodline. The god of nature had a god-level heavenly demon devouring bloodline. Therefore, if she wanted to defeat him, she would have to wait for the moment when he used his heavenly demon devouring bloodline to absorb her heavenly Tao energy. Although Yi Qingtang also had the heavenly demon devouring bloodline, it could not compare to his god-level bloodline. Therefore, when Yi Qingtang fought with the god of nature, she had already used the heavenly Tao power to nourish her own heavenly demon devouring bloodline. That was why the god of nature commented that she was absorbing the heavenly Tao power too slowly. Actually, it was not that Yi Qingtang was slow in absorbing the heavenly Tao energy. Instead, she used all her heavenly Tao energy on her heavenly demon devouring bloodline. The massive amount of heavenly Tao energy was enough to allow a bloodline to surpass the god level and reach the level of heavenly Tao. Yi Qingtang had been waiting all along. She was waiting for the moment and the god of nature would use his god-level heavenly demon devouring bloodline to absorb her heavenly Tao energy. That moment had finally arrived. Please keep reading on MYB0X and 0VL. Sometimes, no matter how strong one's martial arts are, they still need a certain level of intelligence. Am I right, Ling Yan? Yi Qingtang's lips curled up as she looked into the distance. After spending so much time with that man, she might have become more intelligent. Imperishable and indestructible. There's no meaning in your actions, we can make a deal. Keep your bloodline power first. The god of nature stared at Yi Qingtang. Yi Qingtang shook her head. I am not interested in any deal with you. Moreover, the heavenly Tao devouring bloodline cannot be stopped once it begins. What did you say? The god of nature's expression changed. Furthermore, can you still be imperishable and indestructible after losing all your heavenly Tao energy? Yi Qingtang asked. Let me tell you a secret. I can help you revive your parents. I can even help you become Tian, the god of nature continued. Yi Qingtang said indifferently, after absorbing your power, I can naturally become Tian. You don't have to revive my parents either. I can do it myself. Do you know that I'm your brother? How could you bear to treat your own brother like this? Ridiculous. After some time, Yi Qingtang looked at the god of nature who had turned into a swirling mass of dust. There was no pity in her eyes. However, it had to be said that the heavenly Tao energy in the god of nature's body was indeed too immense. At that moment, Yi Qingtang even felt that as long as she wanted, she could change the world with the snap of a finger. It's over. Yi Qingtang muttered to herself. It was all over. Please keep reading on MYB0XN0VL, Calm Upper Realm, inside an enormous palace. Heavenly Palace. Yi Qingtang and Ling Yan walked out of the palace. Greetings, Tian. Several guards knelt down upon seeing Yi Qingtang. Rise, Yi Qingtang said. These guards were powerful figures that Yi Qingtang selected from the lower realm. She bestowed them the bodies of perfected immortals and brought them into the upper realm. Chapter 2756. Due to the fact that the god of nature had destroyed the entire upper realm and snatched away the heavenly Tao energy from thousands of perfected immortals in there, turning the upper realm into a land of death, Yi Qingtang had to rebuild the place. Ling Yan. I'll talk to Shi Tian. Yi Qingtang stared at Ling Yan and said softly. Oh. Ling Yan's lips curled up slightly. What did you call me? You didn't call me that last night. Before Ling Yan could finish his sentence, Yi Qingtang's ears turned red and she covered his mouth. It was only when Yi Qingtang regained her composure that she released Ling Yan, who was smiling. Go on, I'll wait for you, Ling Yan said. Okay. Yi Qingtang nodded and disappeared. Cursed hell. Yi Qingtang strolled in. Looking at this land of despair, she recalled the time when she first entered it. Shi Tian, come out, Yi Qingtang said softly as she sat cross-legged on the ground. By the time Yi Qingtang completed her sentence, Shi Tian had already arrived beside her. You're here again. The man stared at Yi Qingtang. Yes, I'm here to talk to you. Yi Qingtang smiled. Do you want to go out and help me rebuild the upper realm? No need. This place is quite good. Shi Tian shook his head and stared at Yi Qingtang. You are the first person who has the ability of Tian before truly becoming Tian. Is that so? Yi Qingtang smiled. Not only that, but you can also retain your emotions. It's rare. The price for becoming Tian is to lose all emotions. Why didn't you? It's because of the heavenly Tao devouring bloodline. Yi Qingtang smiled. After becoming Tian, the heavenly Tao mark will be placed in your body. Those who become Tian will act according to the heavenly Tao mark. Unfortunately, my heavenly Tao mark has been devoured by the heavenly Tao devouring bloodline, so, I see. Heavenly Tao devouring bloodline? This is the first time I have heard of it, Shi Tian said. Without giving Yi Qingtang a chance to speak, Shi Tian continued, never mind. You will replace me and become the new Tian. I hope that everything will become better under your rule. After leaving the cursed hell, Yi Qingtang returned to the upper realm. Greetings, Tian. The guards immediately knelt down. Yi Qingtang, she was really not used to being kowtowed to every day. Please keep reading 0 and MYB0XN0VEL. Calm, let's go. Yi Qingtang dragged Lin Yan to the lower realm. The Blue Sky Domain, Falling Sky Valley. Yi Qingtang appeared out of nowhere. Today, in my capacity as Tian, I bestow upon you all the bodies of perfected immortals. You are to go to the upper realm and help reconstruct it. Qingtang. Yi Ling and the rest were shocked to see Yi Qingtang. In the next second, everyone from the Falling Sky Valley flickered with golden light. Before anyone knew what was happening, they had disappeared from the Falling Sky Valley and arrived in the upper realm. The Temple of Shadows. Ming Wang, Ming Gu and the rest of the Temple of Shadows looked at Yi Qingtang standing in the air. Today, in my capacity as Tian, I will bestow upon you all the bodies of perfected immortals. You are to go to the upper realm and help reconstruct it. Ah Yao. Minggu looked puzzled. Ah Yao, what are you talking about? The demon dragon looked puzzled. However, just as it finished speaking, everyone from the Temple of Shadows disappeared and arrived at the upper realm. Subsequently, Yi Qingtang personally went to the Jiang family and bestowed the Jiang family with the bodies of perfected immortals. Mixed Heaven's holy domain. Yi Qingtang also bestowed the people of the Dragon Emperor clan and the Temple of Paragon perfected immortal bodies and brought them to the upper realm. The Devil Cloud sect was her last stop in the Mixed Heaven's holy domain. Back then, Yi Qingtang had witnessed the revival of the Devil Cloud sect Paragon in the Wailing Well. She still could not forget how powerful he was. You are Tian. Chapter 2757, Tian, 6, Outside the Demon Cloud sect, the Devil Cloud sect Paragon stared at Yi Qingtang in shock. Oh, so you know about Tian? Yi Qingtang smiled. The Devil Cloud sect Paragon nodded. I've read an ancient record, are you willing to follow me into the upper realm? Yi Qingtang asked. You are willing to bring me to the upper realm? The Devil Cloud sect Paragon looked shocked. I am willing. The Divine Venerate Domain, Great Immortal Temple. Greetings, Tian. The 9 Heaven Saint, Feng Wuyin, Feng Jiuyo and the rest knelt on the ground. Yi Qingtang. The people from the Great Immortal Temple knew that she had become Tian, but this change in attitude was too sudden. Those excited expressions, were they anticipating their turn to become perfected immortals? Holy Lady. It's me, ah. The Blood Moon Elder looked at Yi Qingtang with burning eyes. Little girl, why are you only here now? Are you turning your back on me now? I'm waiting to return to the upper realm. The big yellow dog wagged its tail as it stared at Yi Qingtang. I'm here now, aren't I? Yi Qingtang glanced at the big yellow dog. In the name of Tian, I hereby bestow upon you all perfected immortal bodies. Follow me into the upper realm and help reconstruct it, Yi Qingtang declared. With that, everyone from the Great Immortal Temple vanished. A moment later, Yi Qingtang's eyes shone with heavenly might. A woman and a man who looked similar to Yi Qingtang appeared out of thin air. Jiuyuan. The man looked at Di Jiuyuan with a shocked expression. I am not dead. Di Jiuyuan was also in disbelief. Father, mother, I will bestow you both with perfected immortal bodies to follow me to the upper realm. Yi Qingtang waved her arm and the two of them also disappeared. Ling Yan looked at Yi Qingtang and fell into deep thought. There's still not enough people. More people are needed to reconstruct the upper realm. Actually, it should not all be humans. Yi Qingtang smiled. There are demons and alien races in my deity ocean. It will be no problem to release them then. Many years later. Upper Realm, Heavenly Palace. Please keep reading 0 and MYB 0xN0VEL. Calm, Tian, I will personally help you dress for your wedding today. Di Jiuyuan sat beside Yi Qingtang with a smile. Yi Qingtang, mother, just call me by my name. Yi Qingtang sighed. How is that possible? My daughter is Tian now, the great Tian. How can I call you anything else? Di Jiuyuan frowned. Tian, your mother is right. The evil deity smiled. Yi Qingtang said, Grandpa, don't encourage her. Your mother and grandfather are right, Di Feng piped up. Father, Yi Qingtang was speechless. She did not know what kind of potion Ling Yan had given her parents, they had pestered her into marrying. Tian is getting married today. Congratulations. I hope Tian can give us a grandson soon. Yi Ling strode into the palace. Yi Qingtang, another father. The big yellow dog squatted at the side and wagged its tail. Yi Qingtang, if you get tired of this position one day, just give it to me. I'm more experienced than you. Di Jiuyuan and the others glared at the yellow dog. How dare you? Yi Ling shouted. How dare you? The yellow dog sneered. I am the second Tian, and your Tian is my junior. Second Tian. You were dragged down from your position. If I were you, I would be too embarrassed to mention it. The little white tiger glanced at the big yellow dog. The big yellow dog, don't say that. The big yellow dog is the second Tian after all. It has its dignity. The little azure dragon smiled. The little white tiger glanced at the little azure dragon. Why are you here? Shouldn't you be with Ling Yen? No, I'm with Tian. The little azure dragon stared at Yi Qingtang with a flattering smile. The little lightning dragon laid on Yi Qingtang's shoulder and stared at the little azure dragon curiously. Tian is getting married. The heavenly palace was packed with people. Tian, who was dressed in a crimson wedding gown, married Ling Yen. Late at night, the crowd finally dispersed, leaving only Yi Qingtang and Ling Yen in the heavenly palace. Their eyes met and they pulled each other into a tight embrace. Laughter rang out in the heavenly palace. The end. Chapter 2758, Epilogue, 1, Upper Realm, Heavenly Palace. Yi Qingtang, when are you going to give me the position? The big yellow dog wagged its tail as it stared at Yi Qingtang. Just wait. Yi Qingtang glanced at the yellow dog. Are you done? Even if she gives it to you, you won't be able to hold on to it. Your pitiful heavenly Tao energy is not even enough to fill the gaps between my teeth. The white tiger said to the yellow dog. My heavenly Tao energy was snatched away by Shi Tian. But never mind, I can slowly cultivate, there's no rush. However, Yi Qingtang, you have to promise me, you will give me the position of Tian the moment you don't want it. Apart from me, no one else has the right to inherit the position of Tian, the big yellow dog insisted. Yi Qingtang could not help sighing. Continue waiting. It's only been 1,000 years. Even if you cultivate, it will probably take 1 billion years for you to accumulate enough heavenly Tao energy. Mother. Before long, a young boy about 7 or 8 years old rushed into the palace and reached out his hands, burrowing into Yi Qingtang's arms. Tian. Di Jiuyuan and the others entered the heavenly palace. Yi Qingtang pinched the boy's face dotingly and placed him aside. She looked at Di Jiuyuan. Mother. Tian, the reconstruction of the upper realm has basically been completed. Things will be easier for us in the near future, Di Jiuyuan said with a smile. Yes. Yi Qingtang nodded slightly and looked at Ling Yen. I haven't left the palace for 1,000 years. I plan to take a look in the lower realm. Continue reading on myb0xn0vl.com, do you need me to accompany you? Ling Yen smiled. No need. Take good care of our son and daughter at home. Don't let them create trouble in the upper realm again. Yi Qingtang sighed. Mother, look. As soon as Yi Qingtang finished speaking, a red glow appeared in the boy's palm. This is, Ling Yen was slightly surprised. Heavenly Tao Karma Bloodline. Mother, father. Sister wiped out 2 immortal Buddha divine sects in the upper realm today. Am I stronger than sister now? The boy's face was filled with excitement. Wiped out 2 immortal Buddha sects, Yi Qingtang's lips twitched. One of the immortal Buddha divine sects was established by the 9 heaven saint 1,000 years ago in the upper realm. It was a source of pride to many disciples of the major factions to be able to enter this sect to cultivate. As for the other divine sect, it was established by the Devil Cloud sect Paragon. You 2 brats, if not for your mother being Tian, those divine sect disciples would have already beaten you to death. Yi Ling strode into the heavenly palace carrying a sweet-looking young girl. Dad, Yi Qingtang looked at Yi Ling, your precious daughter is causing trouble in the divine sections. The Devil Cloud Sect Paragon just made a complaint, so I went over to bring her back. Before she learns her lesson, these two troublemakers are not allowed out of the palace. Yi Ling's face darkened. Sigh. Brother Yi Ling, they are just children, one of the Dragon Emperor clan's perfected immortals said with a smile. One Yi Ling sighed. I really can't handle these two troublemakers. How much trouble have they caused in the upper realm these 2 months? Yi Qingtang glanced at Ling Yan. See? You have spoiled the children. Ling Yan was slightly taken aback and looked confused. Why would you say that? From the beginning to the end, I only doted on you. Spoiling them is just a side effect. Yi Qingtang, mother, it has nothing to do with me. It's all sister's fault. The boy's face was slightly red. Mother, father, it's all brother's fault. Brother brought me there. He watched from the side and told me to show off my power. The young girl looked aggrieved. Chapter 2759, Epilogue, 2, Lower Realm. The lower realm was no longer the same as before. Whether it was the martial arts culture of the Blue Sky Domain, the Mixed Heavens Holy Domain, or the Divine Venerate Domain, they had all greatly surpassed what they had been before. Furthermore, the gap between the martial arts culture of the three regions was also shrinking. All these years, due to the revival of the upper realm, the spirit energy of heaven and earth had increased to an unprecedented level. Large numbers of immortal emperors emerged, and they were all eager to become perfected immortals. The once fearsome heavenly tribulation had already been abolished by Yi Qingtang. According to the rules set by Yi Qingtang, as long as a lower realm cultivator reached the necessary level, they would be qualified to participate in the perfected immortal test. If they could pass the test, they would have the chance to become a perfected immortal. Divine Venerate Domain, Heavenly Void. A man and a woman sat beside a huge chessboard in front of the waterfall. They each held a colored chess piece. Tian, it's been 1,000 years. We meet again. The heavenly emperor's gaze landed on Yi Qingtang as he said softly. With your skills, you can definitely become a perfected immortal. Are you really not interested? Yi Qingtang asked softly. The heavenly emperor shook his head. It doesn't matter if it's the mortal world or the immortal realm. I am unique, the only one of my kind. There's no difference whether I am human or immortal. Furthermore, at this point, the heavenly emperor looked into the distance. I was born in the mortal world. There are still things in the mortal world that I can't part with. Mixed Heavens Holy Domain. Continue reading on MYB0XN0VL. The ancient god Karma tunnel opened and a man and woman entered. The opening of the Karma tunnel alarmed Yi Qingtang. After checking, she realized that the opening of the ancient god Karma tunnel was due to the emergence of the heavenly Tao Karma bloodline. That brat, Ling Yun's heavenly Tao Karma bloodline actually opened the lower realm's ancient god Karma tunnel, Yi Qingtang muttered. Ling Yun was Yi Qingtang and Ling Yan's son. Not long ago, he developed the heavenly Tao Karma bloodline in the upper realm. Yi Qingtang did not expect Ling Yun's bloodline to be so powerful that it could even interfere with the lower realm. Moreover, some people had entered the ancient god Karma tunnel not long ago and Yi Qingtang was not unfamiliar with them. Cursed hell! A man and a woman appeared. They were travel-worn and covered in blood. The girl seemed a little weak, but the man's gaze was deep and firm. We can't leave anymore. Maybe we shouldn't have been so greedy and entered, the girl muttered, holding a long sword. The man looked at the woman. Don't give up. I will bring you away from here. Previously, they had discovered that the ancient god Karma tunnel had opened, but didn't consider the consequences. They simply entered it to search for fortuitous opportunities. But unexpectedly, they entered a land of despair. The ancient god Karma tunnel. In this land of despair, even those powerful fiend celestials can't leave. How can we escape? The woman looked at the man. The man fell silent after hearing that. He had witnessed those powerful fiend celestials suffering day after day in this cursed hell. Yu Yun, Luo Shui, long time no see. Yi Qingtang suddenly emerged with a smile. The man and woman were stunned to see Yi Qingtang. This woman looked very familiar. For a moment there, Luo Shui and Yu Yun could not recall where they had met her before. Yi Qingtang had not seen Luo Shui and Yu Yun for 1,000 years. These two had already grown up and become powerful figures who could each dominate a region in the lower realm. Yu Yun and Luo Shui sized up Yi Qingtang for a long time. Neither two of them found this woman completely unfamiliar. However, they just could not recall where they had seen her before. Furthermore, how could there be living beings in the cursed hell in the ancient god Karma tunnel? 1,000 years had passed and the lower realm was no longer the same as before. The ancient god Karma tunnel was no longer some shocking secret. At the very least, Luo Shui and Yu Yun had a basic understanding of the ancient god Karma tunnel. However, the woman who suddenly appeared in front of them did not look like a fiend celestial imprisoned here, forever suffering from the pain of reincarnation. "May I ask who you are?" Luo Shui stared at Yi Qingtang and frowned. "Visit." For a better user experience, Yi Qingtang's lips curled up but she did not give an answer. Her gaze landed on Yu Yun. Memories surfaced in her mind again. Yu Yun, the extraordinary lattice reincarnation. There was a time when Yi Qingtang was also tied to them. Yi Qingtang looked at the long sword in Yu Yun's hand. With just one glance, Yi Qingtang recognized that this long sword was Ning Luo. The extraordinary lattice sword contained a sword spirit called Ning Luo. 1,000 years ago, it had brought Yi Qingtang a lot of trouble. "It has been many years since we last met. The two of you have already grown so big." Yi Qingtang quickly retracted her gaze from the sword. She smiled at Luo Shui and Yu Yun. The latest _AP_SODIES are on the website. Luo Shui and Yu Yun were astonished by Yi Qingtang's comment. "Who are you?" Luo Shui sized up Yi Qingtang cautiously. "My name used to be Yi Qingtang in the mortal world," Yi Qingtang said after a while. However, after arriving in the upper realm, everyone respectfully called her Tian, the ruler of the heavens. Yi Qingtang. Disbelief and surprise appeared in Yu Yun and Luo Shui's eyes. The latest _AP_SODIES are on the website. How could they not be familiar with Yi Qingtang? They had always treated Yi Qingtang as their mother. They even remembered that 1,000 years ago, the two of them were still young and tagged after Yi Qingtang all the time. Nevertheless, Yi Qingtang doted on them very much. At some unknown point in time, inexplicable gaps appeared in their memories. Something happened and Yi Qingtang completely disappeared from their lives. The two of them had investigated before but there was no news of Yi Qingtang in this world. Even in their wildest dreams, Yu Yun and Luo Shui would never have imagined that 1,000 years later, in this land of despair, they would meet the woman whom they had missed for so long and who had been like a mother to them. Yi Qingtang looked at Yu Yun and Luo Shui's shocked and disbelieving expressions. Her lips curled up in a soft smile. "I haven't seen you two all these years. Did you miss me?" The latest _AP_SODIES are on the website. "Mother," Yu Yun stared at Yi Qingtang timidly. Her body trembled slightly as she voiced out the deepest longing in her heart. With that one word, Yi Qingtang felt like she was transported to 1,000 years ago. It was a time when little Yu Yun stuck to her side every day and called her mother. Chapter 2761, Epilogue, 4, Where did you go? And why are you here now? Luo Shui stared at Yi Qingtang with a complicated expression. "Let's leave first." Yi Qingtang smiled. Luo Shui and Yu Yun were taken aback. Leave? This was the land of despair in the ancient god Karma tunnel. How could they leave? However, to their disbelief, Yi Qingtang gave a casual wave of her hand casually, and in the blink of an eye, the cursed hell around them completely disappeared and they returned to the outside world. When they returned to their senses, Luo Shui and Yu Yun realized that Yi Qingtang had already vanished without a trace, as if she had never appeared. Nevertheless, Yi Qingtang's words echoed in their minds. "It'll give you 300 years to cultivate your way to having a perfected immortal body. We will meet in the upper realm then." "Upper realm," Yu Yun muttered as she stared into the distance. The Netherworld Academy. 1,000 years had passed in the blink of an eye. The Netherworld Academy was still the same as before. Although it had been 1,000 years, nothing had changed. Nangong Lai. Continue reading on MYB0XN0VEL. Calm at the back of the mountain, Yi Qingtang appeared behind a man and patted his left shoulder. Nangong Lai turned around instinctively. When he saw who it was, Nangong Lai's pupils constricted. Disbelief and shock appeared in his eyes. You, Nangong Lai's body trembled as he pointed at Yi Qingtang. "You don't recognize me anymore?" Yi Qingtang smiled. Boss. Nangong Lai grabbed Yi Qingtang's arm excitedly. "Is that you? Boss, is that really you? Impossible, is this an illusion?" As he spoke, Nangong Lai slapped himself. "It's not an illusion. Is it really you, boss?" Nangong Lai babbled in shock. The youth in white standing beside Nangong Lai appeared unchanged even though 1,000 years had passed. Before long, Yun Chen, Jing Zhe, Qin Feng, Lei Yan and the others received the news and returned to the Netherworld Academy. Everyone was in disbelief when they saw Yi Qingtang. Yi Qing had gone missing for 1,000 years. They had tried to investigate and search for their elusive teacher but failed to find any clues. Who would have thought that their boss would return to the Netherworld Academy after 1,000 years? "Where's Mu Ziying?" Yi Qingtang did not see Mu Ziying. "Boss, Mu Ziying has already returned to the Puppet Emperor's side. She is the Puppet Emperor's granddaughter after all. Now that she is in charge over there, we rarely have contact with her." Lei Yan explained as he stared at Yi Qingtang. Yi Qingtang nodded. "I see. Boss, should we inform Mu Ziying? If she knows that boss is back, she'll be so happy that she'll fly into the sky." Nangong Lai said hurriedly. Yi Qingtang smiled. "Sure." That same day, Lei Yan found a way to inform Mu Ziying. After half a day, Mu Ziying, who had not changed much, returned to the Netherworld Academy. The moment Mu Ziying saw Yi Qingtang, a mist appeared in her eyes and she hugged Yi Qingtang. "Boss, where did you go?" Yi Qingtang's lips curled up slightly as she stroked Mu Ziying's long hair. "It's not important where I went. What's important is that we are together now, no?" That's right. Boss hasn't changed at all. Just like an old demon." Lei Yan hurriedly nodded. Qin Feng and Mu Ziying glared at Lei Yan. Late into the night, teacher and disciples sat by the fire, talking about the past. Waves of laughter and joy seemed to echo forever. A few days later, Yi Qingtang quietly left the Netherworld Academy and returned to the upper realm. Before she left, Yi Qingtang quietly infused divinity into Qin Feng and the others. They would meet again in the upper realm hundreds of years later. You're tuning into the Han Li's Wuxia Adventures YouTube channel. We're so grateful for your support and don't forget to subscribe to join us on this incredible journey through captivating stories. Your generosity through donations truly makes a world of difference, as it's the primary source of revenue that allows me to expand and enhance this channel for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this adventure.